Friends, today we are going to discuss the 9 dangerous feats of Bruce Lee. Friends, Bruce Lee, who is regarded as a god in the world of martial arts, was once the same person who returned home after getting beaten by neighborhood kids. However, a few years later, that same boy became the world's most dangerous martial artist. At one time, he couldn't even raise a hand to strike someone, but now that same individual could take anyone to their doom in a single moment. Among these feats were changing a coin held in hand within a few seconds, performing push-ups using only 2 fingers, and defeating a famous tennis ball player with a nunchaku. Friends, this was just a glimpse of 3 out of the 9 feats. Soon, you will witness 9 such fighting skills that will leave everyone astonished. So, friends, before starting the video, please subscribe to the channel, as the subscribe button is free for you, but it greatly helps us. So, let's get the video started. Number 1. 1-inch punch. Friends, imagine if a person strikes someone with a punch from just a 1-inch distance, causing them to fall 2 meters away, while the striker doesn't move an inch from their spot. This is not a fictional story, but a reality of Bruce Lee. At the 1964 Long Beach International Karate Tournament, Bruce Lee demonstrated this feat in front of everyone. Facing him was an experienced fighter, a strong and powerful fighter. Bruce Lee delivered a punch from just a 1-inch distance, and that fighter slid about 2 meters away along with the chair. And that's not all. After a short while, Bruce Lee struck again from a 6-inch distance, and this time the fighter slid nearly 10 feet away. Now think about it. Bruce Lee took no run-up, nor did he use any jerk. He stood still in one place, like a massive rock. It's exactly like kicking a football with a heavy stone. The stone stays in its place, but the ball flies far away. Bruce Lee's body was like that stone, stable, strong, and incredibly powerful. The people around were stunned watching this spectacle. Everyone wondered, can a human throw someone so far without moving? The person who gave the 1-inch punch its recognition in the world was none other than Bruce Lee. Even today, many attempt to replicate this technique, but no one can achieve the same impact as Bruce Lee. Number 2. Blindfolded sparring. This was a feat of Bruce Lee that left everyone amazed. Fighting with a blindfold, yes, Bruce Lee tied a black cloth over his eyes. Facing him were his own students, including Taki Kimura. Now just imagine, nothing is visible to the eyes, the opponent is attacking. Yet Bruce Lee blocks every attack and brings them down to the ground in just a few seconds. The first time the opponent kicked, Bruce Lee gauged it by sound, caught it, and knocked them down with a single move. The second time an attack came, the same thing happened. Bruce Lee grabbed them by the shoulder in the blink of an eye and slammed them down. The reason behind Bruce Lee's astonishing skill was not just strength, but also his acute hearing, agile mind, and remarkable reflexes. He judged the next strike's direction using only the sound of footsteps, the rhythm of breaths, and the movement of muscles in the air. Taki Kimura tried attacking 3 or 4 times in total, but each time Bruce Lee caught him and pinned him to the ground. Just think, reading every move with just a sense, without seeing or fearing. Such a feat seems beyond human limits. Even today, in the world of martial arts, Bruce Lee's blindfolded fight scene is considered the most unique and unbelievable moment. Number 3. Ping pong with Nunchaku. This is a feat of Bruce Lee that still amazes the world, playing table tennis with a nunchaku. Yes, Bruce Lee once performed such a miracle that defies human imagination. During an ad shoot, Bruce Lee arrived to play table tennis, but no racket was visible in his hand. Facing him was a professional player, and the game began. Bruce Lee hit 6 to 7 shots consecutively without missing, leaving the opponent startled each time. Within a short while, overwhelmed by Bruce Lee's accuracy and speed, that player conceded defeat. Then came 2 new players, both multiple medal winners in this sport. They teamed up to try defeating Bruce Lee, but his focus, timing, and grip on the nunchaku were so perfect that he struck ping-pong shots from every angle, left, right, up, down. In the end, even these champion players admitted defeat to Bruce Lee. Imagine, no racket, just a nunchaku, a weapon with which Bruce Lee not only practiced martial arts but controlled it with such precision that he remained undefeated even in a micro-game like ping pong. And friends, hitting balls with such accuracy using this small nunchaku might seem no less than a miracle, but it clearly indicates that Bruce Lee's hand control and eyesight could surpass not just karate, but human capabilities altogether. Number 4. Two-finger push-ups. Friends, tell me, how many push-ups can you do in one go? 30, 40, or maybe 50? But now listen about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee did push-ups, but that too on just 2 fingers. Yes, two-finger push-ups. And this was no stunt. He performed them continuously 100 times without stopping. Even today, many people tried doing two-finger push-ups like Bruce Lee on social media, but achieving his level of accuracy, balance, and strength is beyond most. Lifting the entire body off the ground with 2 straight fingers without trembling, only an Iron Man like Bruce Lee could do that. Not only that, he did 400 push-ups with one hand and 1,500 push-ups with both hands together, all in a single session, without stopping or tiring. Bruce Lee believed that strength doesn't come just from muscles, but from mental control, discipline, and rigorous practice. His two-finger push-ups are still considered a benchmark in the world of martial arts. So think, friends, where we tire after 30 push-ups with both hands, Bruce Lee did 100 with 2 fingers, 400 with one hand, and 1,500 with both hands. And that was his true marvel. Number 5, 6 kicks in 1 second. Imagine if someone delivers 2 or 3 kicks in a second, we'd call them super fast, right? But what Bruce Lee did was beyond human limits. Bruce Lee didn't just deliver 2 or 3, but a full 6 kicks in 1 second, and that too with pinpoint accuracy. This is no mere tale. It's clearly visible in real footage recorded by cameras that Bruce Lee's legs moved faster than lightning. Each kick came from a different angle, with different force, and in a different direction, meaning the opponent couldn't even guess where the next kick would come from. This feat was not just about strength, it was an unmatched example of speed, control, and practice. Now think, friends, if Bruce Lee could deliver 6 kicks in 1 second, he could potentially deliver about 360 kicks in 1 minute. And if those kicks landed on a person's body continuously for a minute, imagine the outcome. Perhaps they'd collapse right there, because these kicks were not just strikes, but struck like a storm. Number 6, kicking a 330-pound bag into the air. Friends, imagine, can a person kick a 330-pound, roughly 150-kilogram bag into the air with a single kick? It sounds impossible, doesn't it? But Bruce Lee made it possible. Once during training, Bruce Lee picked up a 330-pound heavy sandbag, which even ordinary people tremble while moving. But Bruce Lee struck it with 1 kick, and the bag flew into the air. Such tremendous power, such speed, that the people present there could only watch in awe. Think, a man lifted 150 kilograms, 330 pounds into the air with the strength of his legs. This was not for an average human, but for something like a biological weapon. And friends, that's not all. Bruce Lee often had his companions hold heavy bags during practice for this super kick. But his kicks were so fast that the people holding the bag would slide backward. They had to be replaced so often because no one could withstand that speed. Bruce Lee repeated this kick so many times that everyone who saw it was left dumbfounded. Number 7, faster than camera frame rate. Friends, have you ever heard that a person can be faster than a camera? It sounds like a joke, but it was a reality with Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was so fast that when he performed some fighting moves in front of a camera, the camera couldn't capture him properly. Yes, the cameras of that era recorded at 24 frames per second, but Bruce Lee's movements were so rapid that his hands and legs didn't even appear within the frames. Directors and cameramen were stunned because the screen showed only a blurry shadow. No punch was clear, nor could the kick be guessed. Eventually, they had to slow down the camera speed to capture Bruce Lee's fighting moves so they could be understood. Imagine, while the world uses slow motion for style, for Bruce Lee, slow motion was necessary because he moved faster than the camera. Now the question is not how fast Bruce Lee was, but how a human can surpass a machine. Number 8, the coin switch trick. Have you ever seen a magic trick happening right before your eyes, yet still incomprehensible? Bruce Lee's coin switch trick was such a marvel. This was no stage magic show, but a living example of speed, focus, and reflexes that left even the best minds baffled. What was the trick? Bruce Lee placed a coin on an open palm and said, "As soon as you close your fist, I'll take the coin." The opponent would close their fist with full strength and agility, but the next moment they'd be shocked because when they opened their fist, the same coin wasn't there. It was a different one. And the original coin was in Bruce Lee's hand, meaning Bruce Lee picked up one coin and placed another before a blink. So fast that the opponent didn't even realize it. Think, this was no magic but the ultimate limit of human speed and capability. This was Bruce Lee's coin trick, where speed could be understood not with eyes but only with belief. Number 9, lighting a match with Nunchaku. Friends, Bruce Lee didn't just play with tennis balls using a nunchaku, he performed feats that boggled the mind, like lighting a matchstick held in someone's mouth without touching it. Surprised, aren't you? Listen, Bruce Lee had pre-attached the striking surface of a matchbox to his nunchaku. Then, a matchstick was placed in a person's mouth. Neither did the matchstick break, nor did the person move, and Bruce Lee spun the nunchaku with such precision that the matchstick lit up in one go. No mistake, no touching the mouth, no drop, just a burning flame. And friends, the story doesn't end there. Afterward, that person threw matchsticks into the air one by one, and Bruce Lee lit each flying matchstick with the nunchaku at that very moment. No special effects, no cuts, just Bruce Lee's speed, excellence, and mind-body control. Imagine lighting a matchstick in the mouth and then setting fire to flying matchsticks, all with just a nunchaku. This was no magic. It was Bruce Lee's brilliance, far beyond human limits. Thank you, friends, for watching this video till the end. Heartfelt thanks for that. If you liked the video, please share it with your friends. And yes, friends, before leaving, do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mind Legacy. We'll meet again in another exciting video like this. Until then, goodbye and thank you.